If "I'm sorry" is your default response, even when you haven't done anything wrong, this one's for you. Today, I'm unpacking why so many high performing women over apologize and what it's actually saying about your confidence and what to say instead. My name is Corey Logaitis, and I help ambitious women lead without shrinking. Subscribe today for real world tools that'll help you speak up, set boundaries, and take confident action, even when self doubt tries to creep in. So, kudos to Team Corey Lowe. It was actually one of our team members that suggested this topic for today. And that said, I have coached hundreds of women, right? From women entrepreneurs to executives. And I can't tell you how often I hear, "I'm sorry," or or "I was wondering if maybe," all these different variations of "I'm sorry." Now, over apologizing doesn't mean that you're weak, but it does signal that you're not fully owning your own voice. So let's unpack what all this means. Now, this is something I actually struggled with myself for many years. And truth is, "I'm sorry," it becomes a default reflex, especially for women. Little girls as children are often praised for being seen and not heard and for not taking up space, for being nice, right? We say sorry to avoid taking up space, to avoid being an inconvenience, to preempt judgment. But the truth is, you shouldn't have to apologize for simply existing. Just because we've been conditioned through society that we shouldn't be so loud and we shouldn't be so this and that, it doesn't mean that we need to apologize for it either. So if you're someone who knows you over apologize right now, I would love for you to explore it. Think about, when did you first start feeling like you were an inconvenience, right? Where did that belief come from? It might give you some great kind of feedback and analysis to understand what you need to do moving forward to be able to rewire. Now, unfortunately, over apologizing actually creates a scenario where it more or less shows people that you're unsure about things. You're not confident, right? It reinforces the belief that you are a burden, that you're second guessing yourself, even if that's what you don't mean. Over apologizing actually communicates to people that you're unsure about yourself, that you believe you are a burden, that you are second guessing yourself, even if that's not what you mean. So you're saying it to more or less please the other person, to come across as more pleasant, to be nicer, to be like considerate, right? We like to say considerate. But what's happening is it's actually communicating the opposite, because it's actually more of an inconvenience when you're talking to somebody who's unsure, that's not confident, that you're not sure you can trust. So this habit ultimately chips away at your credibility, right? Especially if you are in leadership or if you're aspiring to be a leader in your career. Over apologizing makes it harder for people to see you as being confident, capable, or clear. It makes it almost impossible for people to believe that they could trust in you to lead them where they need to go. Because if you're questioning yourself, why should they believe you too? So here are some really simple swaps that you could use the next time that you find yourself over apologizing for things. Great example. You're running late for something. Instead of saying, "I'm sorry, I'm late," say instead, "Thanks for your patience." Thanks for your patience still acknowledges the fact that you were late, that you were an inconvenience, but that you appreciate the fact that they understand why you may be late. It comes from a different energetic place. It comes from a place of confidence instead of inconvenience. Instead of saying, "Sorry, I just wanted to say," you could say, "Here's what I'm thinking." Instead of "Sorry for the question," say, "Can we clarify this part?" There's so many different ways that you can communicate with confidence, but the quickest to do so is by eliminating the word "sorry" from your vocabulary, especially if you haven't done anything that you should be sorry about. Overall, confidence is something that you need to practice. It doesn't just show up. Confidence comes through taking repeated actions over and over again until whatever it is that you don't feel confident in, now you suddenly do, because it happens with practice. This also comes through in how you speak. Every time that you choose directness over an apology, you're reinforcing your voice as well as your self-respect. If you don't sound like you respect yourself, no one else is going to respect you either because they're ultimately taking your lead, whether you're a leader or not. So I'd love to know, what's one situation that you found yourself over apologizing for when you didn't need to? Go ahead, drop it below in the comments. Feel free to DM me. I'm most active on LinkedIn. I'll go first. One place that I used to over apologize for on a regular basis back when I was working in corporate was for anything related to childcare. And eventually I just got to the point where, you know what? I'm not going to apologize for being a mom. I'm not going to apologize because my kid's sick. It just is what it is. Right. So I'll appreciate their patience as I deal with the situation. But either way, I'm not going to apologize for being a working mom and having kids. So there you go. I went first. Go ahead, comment below, send me a DM, let me know what yours is. And if it's something that I might be able to help out with, specific response or a way to phrase it, I will do a compilation video where I share different scripts that you can use moving forward to communicate with that confidence and not say sorry. And if you want some help unlearning this habit, check out my Say It Like a Leader Instant Access workshop. It's a self-paced training that helps you own your voice and speak up with confidence, especially in the moments that matter most where you may be doubting yourself. Thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next episode. Thanks for checking out The Next Step with Corey Lowe. If this episode resonated with you, share it with a friend, subscribe, and leave a review. Together, we'll transform overwhelm into action, and we'll keep taking the next step towards confident leadership. See you next time.